Here we go, as we're about to get serious at the Glen. Um, we are preparing to qualify here. So that there should be pretty fun. Here we go, Watkins Glen. So we can check out my race stats from it. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna look at my race stats and all that fancy stuff. First, there's some pictures that I took. In-game pictures, and so I've done 24 races and wins. I have 18 wins. My average finish is 16th, leading 65 laps, having 16 of the fastest laps. Out here, I drove 573 miles an hour. I made 793 passes, 12 pit stops, 8 poles, and I drafted total of 2,304 miles. So we're going to begin qualifying here in the number 42 Target car. For 25 years of winning tradition of Chip Ganassi and Target. Now, Target hasn't been a sponsor of Nascar for that many years, but they have been a sponsor of Chip Ganassi in Formula 1 and Indy cars. Oh man, trying to avoid that wall on an early start here. Watkins Glen, probably my best track, favorite track, and over these next practice laps, qualifying laps, and 9 laps of the real races, you'll get to see why I like Watkins Glen so much. So, I'm going to hit hard on the brakes. So through that corner, really, I'm just going to get hard into these brakes too. So this here is definitely a fun race to run. Watkins Glen is always all about the twists and the turns. It really does give you a good break from the simple oval tracks always running on Nascar. Turning left, turning left. So this here makes it a bit more difficult with mostly right turns. And you got only a couple left turns. So here's a bit of a left turn. But then you go right, right. Go up here, you go right. Then you go straight a bit, and then you go left, here to the bus stop. These are probably the most difficult part of the whole racetrack right here. That part there is definitely very tricky. See, it did send me a bit high right there. Okay, so now I go back through here, hit this, try to hit that bump as best as you can, shoot across, hit, or come close to the red stripe. It's all about following this black line a bit. Sometimes if you can find your own route, that's even better. So you can go way up here, you can sometimes cut over that. Logano's in my way, so I'm going to really try to sneak the nose of the car into there. Try to actually get him a bit loose. Go back here, now I can just fly by him on the front straight now. I gotta be careful when I cut over, and there you go. So let's go through a full lap. Okay, here you go. Hard on the brakes into the first corner. Brake, into the gas. Typically I want to hit that red stripe. This time I didn't. I want to come hit this red bump. Go off of that. Here, just let up on the gas. Don't hit the brakes. Now through here, same thing, just let up on the gas, hit that strip, bounce across on that. Now over here, you're gonna get really close to that line. Now you shoot back up across the track. Really close to that white line again. Really close. Hard on the brakes. Into the corner. Hit that bump on the gas. Through here. Okay, now you're going to really want to find just one groove here and just stick with it. Sometimes I do the middle groove even though you're supposed to go to the bottom. Hit that bump right there. Now you can go anywhere down the straight. They follow the black line, most of the cars do. Hit the brakes. Into the corner, sliding through here. I did hit the brakes a bit harder so I didn't hit the back of these cars. Now I'm really going to want to stick the nose of the car through here. Don't want to hit that grass, so you get a penalty. There you go. Down the back straight again. Now, no, that's actually front straight. Here you go. And across the line I go again. And there you go. So I hit the brakes. Now this here is really how I wanted to hit that corner. See, I'm not going to forget what I did the previous lap. I want to remember I hit that corner wrong. And that time I still did. I carried too much through the grass. Okay, so I'm just going to let AJ Allmendinger go by. Ooh. Bit nasty, though. I did clip him. And he cut me back, sent me into the wall. He was the winner of Watkins Glen this year. Okay, so now here comes David Gillen. Do I really want to let him by? Now, so I'm going to try to block him. So here you go. Hard on the brakes through here now. I know what he's going to try to do. I'm going to anticipate his move. He's going to try to go up high. Yep, he's going to try to go up high. I'm going to try to keep him shut. Keep him shut. Now, really, I'd want to shut down low, but I can't. Physically, I just have an inability to get off that corner, right, and block him down there. So, I'm going to brake hard, brake hard, brake hard, hit this bump, drive through here, brake right here, brake right here, brake right here. So there's 9 seconds left. So what I'm going to do is instead I'm just going to hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, so that way I can just roll across this line when I know time is up. You know, let's just look at this side. Oh, that's from all that wall scraping. Okay, so now I'm just going to cross that line, and that's going to end my qualifying run for this round. So the next round here is going to be a bit easier. The reasoning, there's less cars on the track, plus you're in the top 12 once you get to here. So you just want to go up there, lay a good fast time. Okay, so I'm just going to coast through here, honestly. I don't want to scratch my car up any more than I have to. I'm going to try to keep this car as nice as I can through my whole run. Okay, so here we go. On the brakes, right now, really, you're just getting your first lap back out here, so running through the grass is acceptable. You're not going to want to do that in the real race. In the real race, you're just going to want to make sure you have no mess-ups like that was. Out here in the real race, you will get a penalty, you will have to pit, or hope that there's a caution, because if there's a caution, all your advancements like that go away. All your technical advancements. Okay, now here we go. Into the corner, see this bump right there? If I drove on this grass, the real thing, I'd be gaining an advantage. Thing would say. You gain an advantage. Okay, so here I go, and I'm going to go down the front straight. Now this in here is going to be a good lap. I got 1 minute 36 seconds to set a good time. They're going to be about time for 2 good laps. So now I'm going to hit this bump nice. Okay, now my car's going to slide up a bit right to where I want it. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to go through the corner. I want to hit that cement part. Now I'm going to come through here. Hit this bump. Go way over there. Down the back straight. I'm going to come back up. And right there where it says slow, I'm going to start braking. Let up on the gas. Drive hard through the corner. Down through here. We're going to go slow, we're going to go slow, we're going to go slow. Back onto the gas. A couple times so you are sure you're not going to smack that wall coming out. Down through here. We're going to go past that fence. We're going to hit hard onto the brakes. We're going to drive right through here. Over that bump. Hit hard onto the brakes again. Now you see all that smoke, you don't want that. That really shows you're braking a bit too hard. Okay, now here we go. 9, 10, 11.10, which is not what I want my time to be at all. My best time around here is 10:37. Okay. Oh, all all that braking really did slow my time down a bit too much. Sort of lost focus of the whole thing out here. Oh my gosh. So as you know in this, I have a couple of rivals that I want to target, and Watkins Glen is a perfect track to really show them, don't mess with me, because Watkins Glen is my main track. I run here all the time. I've done the most races here in Talladega. Online, Talladega is just, everybody wants to do Talladega, so you have to do Talladega the most online. But offline, you can pick whatever track you want to do the most. Watkins Glen, as you can see, is my track. Here we go. Who is ready to get serious at the Glen? Watkins Glen. There you go, victory lane where hopefully I can be. So there's all the cars lined up on the start line. Flyover happening. And this here is a very impressive track. It's a bit different than all the other ones, that's for sure. A big road course, which I have shown in practice that I'm pretty good at. Starting first, number 42, Target. Second, 18 M&M's of Kyle Busch. Third, Furniture Row 78 of Martin Truex Jr. And fourth, the number 9, Stanley Tool of Marcus Ambrose, who is a road course professional. There's the flyover, and there's the trophy for the winner of the Cheez-It 35 at the Glen. They don't always show the official trophy of the driver, but there it is. There's my car, which I've picked to run here, and there's Kyle Busch right side of me, as we are ready to get serious here at the Glen. And I hate Cheez-Its, honestly. Like, Cheez-Its are ridiculous. They taste nasty. I like cheese a lot, but not Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are like, ew, they're cheese and zits together. Nah, man, I know how that like. Hard on the braking, too much. They are still there. Prepared for this 9-lap run for a win at Watkins Glen. It's all going to come down to what you can do on pit road. Because if I can keep my runaway like I just have started, pit road's going to be a very, very busy place. I had a bit of a drift through there. So there you go. So that's what I wanted. I want to be on this bottom line. And I couldn't get it all during qualifying. Up across here. Looking like this here could be a good lap for me. Hard on the brakes. Through the corner. On the gas. On the brakes. Here you go, here you go, here you go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17. So here we go on the brakes into that corner. And I'm really trying to get my best lap time here at Watkins Glen during this race for all of you to see. So let's do this now. This here's the part that I don't want to mess up on. I messed up on this during qualifying. On the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the gas, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, the brakes, 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 gas, gas. Okay, here you go. On the brakes. Through this part of the track. That's not where I want to mess up at all. Crossed over that. Through here. I still messed up my time, putting me back in the red. To gain any potential time. I'm not seeing it right now. That is for sure. But there you go. 6th. Oh my God. Still a pretty fast time. 10:53. Not bad for this race at all. I'll take a 10:53. I mean, yeah, it's like I can do better than a 10:53, but as of now, looking like this here could be one of the best races that I've done in a while here at the Glen. Across that bump, across that one. There you go, on the brakes, over the bump, through here, hit those brakes hard, coasting through, getting back on the gas. That looked like it could have been a good run, making 5 more seconds, so 10:48 looked pretty good. So I'm just going to run one lap here, see if I can really try something good. No, I cannot lose a minute now. There you go. 91 minute almost. Oh, 1 second. There you go. 109.47 is my fastest time here. Just on that lap alone. Setting a really good lap time here. Next lap by, I'm going to have to make a pit stop. So the pit stop is really going to shake things up out here on the racetrack. So what's important about that lap was that I got to set the fastest time. So I feel like that there was really the lap that put me ahead of the competition by a lot. I mean, I'm still pulling away from them. They're doing 18-second laps because they're braking so different than I am. I'm getting back in the gas right about now, and then that's going to happen when I'm going to hit the wall. So this lap by, I'm going to take a pit stop. I'm going to go almost 20 seconds ahead of those cars before I take my pit stop. Second place car, I'm trying to say, okay, so now I'm ahead of Martin Truex Jr. by 20 seconds. You hard on the brakes into this corner. Now I can just coast around her to save some fuel, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to stretch until lap 7. Honestly not. It's not worth trying that. Now, I can be in and out of pit road in a matter of seconds. If I just do the right things on pit road, I'm not going to lose out here. So no tires, and just fill the tank of fuel. As the next race is going to be the Pure Michigan 400. Just want to throw that back out there. And I go to second. So with that, my lead is disintegrated to nothing. That humongous lead that I had over the leaders, gone. Over second place, gone. I'm down to 6th. Now I'm the one that has that big of a lead put over myself. Boyer, 14 seconds ahead. But the only thing is that Boyer, Menard, all the other guys that are in front of me, they still have to pit. So as right now, it may look like, oh, you're not going to win this. Don't be so sure about that. Because those guys in front of me still have to pit. And I don't. So, it's all about fuel strategy. I didn't take tires. They might. That should put me way back in front of them. Obviously going by the fact that if I don't wreck. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully this tires just hold on and guide me to victory. Okay. There you go. Paul Menard. Good driving out here by Paul Menard today. So past Menard, passing Murray, past Biffle Vickers, and Boyer, my spot's back. I told you I was going to gain my spot back because I pitted a lap earlier than they did. So I will have led every lap except for... No, I even led that lap. No, I didn't. Boyer crossed the line before I did. So except for lap 7, Boyer will lead. But I lead lap 1 through 6, and 8 and 9, as long as I can obviously keep this up. So my lead over Boyer actually is still increasing. Oh, Truex Jr., who was the car to that I had 20 seconds over before I went to the pits. I have 30 seconds over him now. I have never lapped a car at Watkins Glen. Could that change today? Could that moment be now? We'll just have to wait and find out and see what happens during this lap. So basically, lapping the car, you're going to pass them, and you're first, and they're 1 lap behind you. So they're up through the S's. I'm in the S's now. I am gaining on that last place car. I can afford a time penalty right now. Not going to really affect my time. But I'm trying to go. I'm trying to do a full race without getting a time penalty. So there is a car up in front of me. Who is it though? I mean, I'm on points right now. This here is huge to add another win to that win column. After my win at Kentucky, that was a huge win for me. It was bigger than winning that Daytona 500. Because the Daytona 500, it's just Daytona. Kentucky I had never won on Daytona. I had before. Not in this game, a different game. And there you go. I win the Cheez-It 355 at the Glen. Over that many laps, that big of a race, I was hoping I'd dominate this one, and I truly had an amazing performance. Like, I didn't even know that I could dominate this much at Watkins Glen. Okay, so let's find out. Polish Ricky laps don't work good here. But either way, there's some damage to the hood of my car. I don't really care though. It's the Glen. See, the only thing is that I would have celebrated so much more Watkins Glen, but this is really only my second time celebrating here at Watkins Glen because I've only ever won 2 career mode races at the Glen. And the only reason I didn't have a perfect record of winning at Watkins Glen, well, I should have. but all of the races that I had those losses on that showed were races that I lost because I ran out of fuel. Trying to win, I managed to run out of fuel here at the Glen. Those were annoying losses, but I was fine with them because, honestly, look at where I am now. Through all that practice, I know that I gotta make a green flag pit stop here eventually. And I had the right strategy for pit stop. I had everything properly done here. I was ready. I'm good. So nobody took out these cones yet, did they? Huh. I missed one. How pathetic is that? You missed a pink cone. You stupid boy. Feels good to have my first win since Kentucky. Been a couple races down, races Indianapolis. You know, I had a couple of those other races. And I could not get the car to turn. That's the issue here. I'm not turning it enough to make the wheel spin out. See, this is the kind of race that I would just want to race every day. Watkins Glen. There you go. So after pulling out an amazing victory here for another win, living here at the Glen. Let's find out how the points look now. We run out of time. Do this. Do this. Finish up, yo. Ray Evernham. So I pull out a bigger lead. So with 9 wins, 11 pulls, and 14 top 10s, we head to Michigan.